Hello all, Project Wargaming back with an update on the D-Day stuff. So been working on the bunkers this week. Been doing a lot of research on kind of what they look like and that. So trying to get them so that I can at least get the kind of feel for them. So they had a wide variety of bunkers, and some of them were just one-offs, and so um, it's hard to kind of pin down some, but there's definitely some that have kind of characteristics that go through all. So first is just kind of this classic bunker here that I'll be using for machine guns and stuff like that. The next one is this one here. I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's got like a name, specific name, but it's really meant to be placed like this on the beach. So invaders coming in, and then this little thing here actually blocks the fire. So, but setting inside of it is an 88 or a 50 or something, and so it fires down range crossfire across the beast. So this is kind of what they look like. A ton of them were built, so that's kind of a classic one. I got a left one and a right one, so that it's facing there. Then closer down to the beach, they would have just kind of your regular old bunkers with some holes there for machine guns. And then this big honking thing is actually going to be an observation post bunker. And then plan is to cast some of those and put that on top as well. So this looks a little big to me. All of them are, of course, big. But what I have to do is I have to make them big enough that a stand of infantry can actually fit in there. So that's kind of the important thing. So I guess I could have casted them and made them so that I didn't need to put infantry in there, but I felt like it was just kind of important to do it. So same thing, this bunker is oversized because of the 1-inch base that the towed gun, the 88's, sitting on. So that's it's just some of the bigger bunkers. But then they also had these things called Tobruks. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And they were smaller bunkers. So I have 3 varieties here. So this is going to be a mortar bunker. This is going to be a armored turret. So I think they put a lot of French captured turrets on there. The hole's a little bit bigger because I plan to put magnets on these. And then same thing with this one. This is just going to be just kind of a machine gun Tobruk. So a guy would just pop out and use the machine gun. So this is just a normal guy from the GHQ line, and then you can see the kind of shiny on his back there. I actually took it and cut it up and just made it look like he was popping out. So it's not perfect if you get super close, but yeah, it works. So these, of course, I just kind of made by simple plastic card stock that cut up, fairly thick stuff, easier to cast and use. And this I actually used just kind of like your sculpty clay, and I made these little things, and then all I do is I went back in and just kind of carved them to give me the shape. So gave me a decent little texture too, so I was pretty happy with how they came out. But they're pretty brittle. You can kind of see some cracking already on some of these. So happy with how the bunkers came out. The only thing that's left is this is how I'm finishing them. So I'm dabbling green stuff onto the outside to kind of give them a texture, cement texture, and then I'm going in and cutting lines in there with an X-Acto to give it that look of the I don't know how the cement being poured in layers and the wooden boards they used for molds. So that's the plan with that. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put little magnets on the back of these guys, bottom of them, so that they go on and they stay on nicely in place. So that's it. Happy with them. So get some casted up and see how they come out. Talk to you later. Bye.